Well, Park for Night said that there was a bit of an outdoor shower at this park up, and I think we found it.
Ready?
There's even a little duck ball to stand on. You having a shower, love?
No.
I think I might stick to the van shower.
Yeah, Mickey and Rachel might though. We'll see if we can get them on camera later. Shower with a view.
Definitely be a nice view, but yeah, I bet that water's cold.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel from a slightly damp Portugal. We braved the storm last night. It wasn't actually as bad as we thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's just carried on. When we woke up, we thought, oh, it's passed and the rain's gone. But since then, it started precipitating again. I've just come out to let the dog have a run around. And the cows are back. And so is their little friend. Doggies. Oh, come on, let's go this way. Nothing to see here, just the locals taking their cows for a walk. They were bringing them back in last night when we arrived, and it looks like they're taking them out for their morning graze. We had loads of stops in northern Spain, and we've just driven past all of them because of the weather. And we've arrived in Portugal, and it's still got weather, and yeah, we don't really know what we're doing now. We've got a few pins further south, but up here in the north, where we were sheltering from the storm last night, we don't seem to have many things to do. So I think this morning we're going to sit round with Mickey and Rachel and try and work out what we want to do next.
So we've hit the road now and we're on our way. Bit of a tight turn out of the park up there, but that was a nice little spot for overnight. It's still raining, we're virtually in the clouds. It does look pretty though. We've got a few little stop-offs today, and then we plan to end the day at a laundry, which is always an exciting stop-off. But before then, we've got an Iron Age village tagged. We've got a pretty little church, and then we've got a city stop. So all of this will be dependent on the weather, of course. If we pull up somewhere and it's absolutely teeming down with rain, then we might not be sharing it with you, I'm afraid. But
you might just see a quick glimpse out the window.
Yeah, we'll see. But we figured if we did a drive to the next spot and then picked a few spots on the way, then hopefully we can navigate the weather a bit better. Tomorrow is promised to be a nice weather day. What is this?
The road has just turned into
oh gosh,
gravel.
Okay, so the road has just turned to a gravel track. Would you like to see?
Yeah, we might be turning around and going back the other way.
Yeah, maybe. Do you want me to get out and go ahead and have a look?
No, I'll try and go. It did say no access except residents.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't be doing it then.
We're thinking we might be turning round, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so,
Yeah.
because you've got to switch back on yourself. You're not going to be able to do that switch
Yeah, I
back.
think turning round.
I don't think we're going that way then, because there is just a horrendous switchback on the end, and it is just a gravel track, and I can also see a lot of fly tip rubbish down there. So yeah, that's not the pretty way. Let's go the other way. Travelling van navigation style as usual. Yeah, that was Mickey on the radio, both of them being like, are we going this way? But yeah, no, we're not. Right, we turned round, we're back on tarmac. And we're heading the other way. It's recalculated, so it's about half an hour to the first stop, which is, I think, an Iron Age village, if I remember rightly, or was it a church? Is it a little church?
No, isn't it the... Yeah, it's the church in the rocks.
I'm glad someone knows where we're going. Oh, they're so cute.
two of those dogs. They're little foxes.
Oh, the little lambs. Worst sheepdogs ever. Bon dia. Mountains. It's like being back in Taliban. If you know, you know. I know we're supposed to hate the rain, and yeah, we'd love some sunshine, but I do love that moody look of the mountains in the rain. All the clouds clinging around the trees. It looks like the forest are breathing. Beautiful. Well, our first stop today is a little church, so we've just driven through a village, and then the route into the church just became a gravel track, and it's really washed out and rutted, and yeah, we're not fancying that. So
yeah, we're in a 7.5 metre sprinter, not a Defender, because that's what you'd have needed for that road.
Yeah, that was pretty rutted even by our standards, to be honest. Really washed
and
out.
We're pretty ballsy, but that was a definite no.
Yeah. Check out our Best Roads of Morocco playlist here to see exactly what we will drive. Yeah, so we've just come back on ourselves, and we've come in a different way. So yeah, we're going to a tiny little church. It's called Our Lady of Lapo. I'll try it in Portuguese once we get there. So if you do come this way, just make sure it isn't taking you up the gravel track. Oh, by Jove, we only went and made it here. It was a bit of a steep hill coming in, so yeah, just be aware of tracking your route and just making sure you're using the one tarmac road in here, because the other two routes are definitely not suitable for bigger vehicles. And if you've got an older camper that doesn't have much torque, you might even struggle on the tarmac route. So lots of evidence of wildfires here. All the trees are burnt, but we are here. Welcome to Nossa Senhora de Lapa. Here we are, Nossa Senhora de Lapa, built in 1694. Its entire foundation is the granite rock that it's buried into. That's quite remarkable. There's a Mirador as well, a viewpoint just up here, really high. We'll show you from up there in a minute. Just need to get my breath back first. Bit of a walk up here. Wow, what a beautiful area.
Walk up to the Mirador now without falling over.
Yeah. That's the last steps.
Yeah, we're lucky with the weather so far. Go on, up. Good girl. Yeah, the rain has eased off, which is allowing us to have a good look round. And the views, even with the clouds, are well worth that ropey drive in. Closest choices. Mirador first, because I've no idea what the other one is.
Oh, that was a lot of big words in one sentence. Yeah, all these granite rocks are the same topography as when we visited Tarfite in the Anti-Atlas. But of course Tarfite's a desert landscape, so no greenery, just the big huge granite boulders. And here we have the great big granite boulders, but lots of greenery. But yes, very similar. No handrails in Tarfite, of course, you just got to take your life in your hands and clamber.
Well, it would appear now we're at the top, we're in the clouds because the rain has started again. It's not too bad, thankfully. Wow. What a view.
Wow. Oh yeah, I see.
Alright.
Yeah, oh, it's a bit hairy, I like to move that down.
And we're back at the sign. Let's see where it goes. Go on, hop up. Nowhere apparently. Just a little bit of shelter and another lookout. Well, apparently it's a megalithic oven, not just a hole in the rock and a viewpoint. I've just been informed. Oh, we spotted this little body of water from the car park, so we've just come down to have a look. And I paid the price by slipping up and landed on my arse, but all's well. But what a beautiful little garden area.
Oh, it might be a bit damp, but it's half warm when you get going. Half an hour down the road, we're at Sitania Buterios, I think I've pronounced that right, which is an Iron Age village here in the mountains. There is a little track up there and it does say parking, but it looks a bit tricky, so we've parked on the side of the road on the bottom where there's plenty of space, a big lay-by. Oh, well, it was £5 entry, or sorry, €5 entry, or €7 if you also want entry to 2 museums that are nearby. But we're just going to do the Iron Age village today, and we've got a little leaflet that opens out instructions or a legend in all the languages, information, and a little map. So, but yes, she said just go right and then just follow the natural course of the path around here. So yeah, we're in.
Here we have the main road, which is over 2,000 years old, and it's still in better nick than half the roads in South Wales.
From the highest point in this sector, it's possible to control the access to the promontory where the Avermium was built. One could also see over a large section of river and even the site of its hydrographic basin. I knew I read something about that.
Amazing to think these walls have been here 1,000, 2,000 years and they're still straight. Where did it all go wrong? We could have learned a lot from these people.
So here we have the reconstructed roundhouses that were completely reconstructed in the 1800s under the authority of Martin Sarmento. From what he wrote in his journals, the reconstruction did not please him very much. He said that the walls had been excessively raised, the doors were much higher than they should have been, and he wasn't very happy with the thatched roofs either, thinking that they should have been much larger. However, the reconstructions themselves are almost 200 years old now, giving them their own historical value. Look at this petroglyph. I got it right that time. Twice I got that wrong on camera. Like pictograph petroglyph, that's right, isn't it? Look at it. And then there's this church on the site as well, which is much later than other buildings here. Thought to have been built in the 10th or 11th century during the Middle Ages. And then it's thought that there's a cemetery here as well, which would have been part of that church. And then they think that probably a small community lived here during that time. But yes, it looks oddly out of keeping with the rest of the buildings here. We finally found the council house. It doesn't look like the council houses that I grew up in. It's a huge roundhouse where people would have come, probably the heads of families from the area would have come to discuss things, settle quarrels, debate things, settle family business and council business. And yeah, it's about 10 times bigger than all the roundhouses, and all the way around the inside there's like a bench of stone seats where I guess everybody would have sat to argue about stuff. Men only, I suspect. Well, I think that was the last bit. What a fascinating day it's been. Definitely worth €5. I thought it was just going to be one of those quick stop-offs with a couple of roundhouses, but it's an entire villa. Yeah, really, really good day. Highly recommended. I assume the Romans had better trainers than I've got. Imagine doing this on a pair of Roman sandals and a toga.
And we're nearly at the end, but the only thing we haven't found is the bathhouse. And as we got to the entrance, I saw a sign pointing down the hill, and it is at the bottom of the hill, which is why you'll see behind me there's no one there. They've sent me down with the camera to get a look, just in case it's a lot of nothingness, because it's one hell of a walk down. Aha. It is quite cool. They're going to be gutted they missed out. Well, I'm glad I walked down here. Would have been ashamed to miss that. What a great place. Definitely worth a £5. Now I've got to get back up that hill. Go on, Looney. Up, up.
Yeah.
'Cause we are
Going to Bomb Jesus. That's been cracking me up since yesterday. So there's a huge basilica here on the hill called Bomb Jesus de something. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, we're off up to see that today.